Hello everyone, thank you for joining us for another episode of The Spice Fairy. And in this episode, we have a special guest, my mom. She's going to teach us how to make southern fried salmon croquettes.
So what you do is you pour it out. I always normally have my paper towels all set out, and you want to get as many bones and as much of the skin out of it. It will fall, it will come apart, and you want to get your bone and your skin out. And there's no pretty way to do this. There's no easy way to do it.
As my mom said, there's no easy way to do this and there's no pretty way to do this, but it has to be done. And you have to use that pink salmon that comes in a can. You can't do the same process with fresh salmon or frozen. It's got to be canned. You can use the back of your fork to push off the skin, and you really just got to get your hands in there. We used 2 cans for this recipe, so my mom did the 1 can and I did the other. But we really wanted to just show you how you get in there. It's a tedious process to try and remove all those bones. And, fish has small bones anyway. Don't beat yourself up about it, though, because the bones kind of dissolve. Also, when you're cooking them, you just want to make sure that you get out the vast majority of the bones. So, put forth your best effort. I promise it's all worth it in the end. My mom beautifully flaked up all the salmon, and she's adding half a cup of flour. She's gonna add some eggs, about 3 of them. 1, 2, and 3. So 3 eggs for that 2 cans of salmon. And we're also gonna season this up simply with just salt and pepper. As she mixes, this was when we forgot that we didn't add the onion. So we stopped mixing and went and got an onion. So this is half of a yellow onion that she's dicing up right now to mix in. As she's going to mix it in, just make sure everything's well incorporated. And once the consistency is correct, you just start forming the patties in your hand. There's no particular way to do this. You can make balls, you can make whatever, but they're croquettes, so we just did little patties. Next, test your vegetable oil, make sure it's hot enough for frying, then just put in the patties. You don't want to overcrowd the pan, so probably putting in about 5 or 6 at a time will do, and you just let them cook up about 2 minutes on each side. It's a very, very quick process. You just flip them over after about 2 minutes. And really the most time-consuming part of this was getting the bones out of the salmon. But the patties themselves only take about 5 minutes max to cook. And they're wonderful and golden brown, and you just let them dry on some paper towels and let some of that fat drain off. These are wonderful and delicious. We ate them for dinner with some hoe cakes and turnips and garlic rice. But the next day, my mom had some with a biscuit in the morning. Oh, guys, you don't even know. Share this recipe. See you next time.